My name is Aika. Voodoo Love has stopped in Indonesia for the first time, and I came across something known as the Bali kiss. In order to truly succeed in Bali, you need one of these. Number one, karma. Understand that even before you come onto the island to accumulate karma, or also you can look at karma as consequences, you owe a sort of debt, a karmic debt. And what I mean by this is I encourage anybody before they come onto the island, to assess their character and their person and what they're willing to change, what doesn't work for them. You can either pay karma with money or with help. And even before I was told this little tip from my Russian neighbor who's experienced in Bali, I was well prepared to pay with money and be quite generous on the island. Number two, be good to the locals. Be polite, even in your thoughts and intentions. The reason why I say thoughts is it's almost as if the spirits can hear your thoughts, right? Bali is a very alive island, even when you can't see everything that's live in front of you. One example is I was on my scooter and got cut off. And I shouted out, I said out loud, not shouted, I said out loud, dang you, you know. And this immediately resulted in a strong gust of wind out of nowhere, blowing my hat off and almost knocking me off of my scooter. And I was well aware of being respectful anyways, right? I always come, especially in a foreign area, somewhere not familiar, prepared to respect the people and culture. And out of upset, I just said dang you to someone that was local, and I found out about the consequences. Most Balinese people are very eager to learn with some patience. So be mindful, you're in their country and it's a privilege to be in that country. Number three, be a good example. Even if you see someone that is from the island littering, for example, don't do the same thing. This island needs love. Though it's a beautiful growing economy, according to statistics, it's the third largest growing economy, set to be the third by next year. This island is so polluted for a reason. There's a lot of people that live here, and tourists don't help either. So if you see someone littering, throwing trash places, don't do the same thing. Do what you can and be an example. Show your example of cleanliness by washing hands, by wiping things down, because others want to learn too. And it's really important to keep up sanitary practices here, because that's not a well taught or talked about thing, but I will go more into this in a different video. Either way, be an example to both locals and tourists. Number four, if you intend coming to the island to give up any unhealthy habits, make sure you keep that promise. Many lost souls are attracted to Bali, and those that wish to get healthier. This is a very trendy island for health and fitness. That includes people that wish to quit drinking, smoking, anything that's not kind to their body, their temple, and their mind. Make sure you keep up with this promise, because Bali has an interesting way of reminding you of why you came here. Number five, this may be the most important aspect to getting that Bali smooch. It's really who you know out here. You don't need to know a lot of people, but you need to know the right people. It's not that hard meeting others. It's really not. It's a very friendly island if you make it. I love it here because it's a paradise for digital nomads, and it's perfect for people who are extroverted introverts, if that makes sense. You have to put yourself out there. as much as you can and get out there, be friendly, be approachable. Your way, get to know people and find your hub. One tip a business owner from America taught me is that you find a cafe or a place that you can get on their council or government, and you want to aim for being the mayor of that place. Even if you don't like getting into politics, it's truly not that difficult to meet other people. And if you have a good sense, find the right people, especially what your goals are and where you're going in life. Also, one more thing, don't screw over people. This is very important. The Bali kiss is usually given by someone who has had the Bali kiss themselves. That's how I got mine. Do not screw other people over. This is so important, which is a stark contrast compared to LA. Because as someone who lived in LA and eventually became a native, I noticed there are a lot of similarities I can find. However, that's the biggest difference. To get ahead in LA, you have to lie, cheat, and steal, and you don't do that in Bali. You will quickly find out that that doesn't work here. That's kind of beautiful. And be good to those who are good to you out here. Number 6, be specific on what you want. If you want a successful business out here, you can get it, as long as you can do it in an ethical way. Bali wants to bless you, especially if you're blessing the island and the people plus environment around you. You have to be specific. Number 7, this ties into number 6. Being in Bali means you need to have a team that want to see you win. A Balinese team, of course. So at the bare minimum, you need an assistant, a driver, and you need maid service in Bali. And that sounds like a lot to some. You need an assistant, you need a maid, and you need a driver in Bali. These are just 3 of your team that need to build you up. But before you even have a business that comes to fruition, you need these 3 people. And then that often leads to the bigger idea. Your team of Balinese helpers want to see you win, because when you win, they win. And when we win, everyone's happy, especially when everyone's making money and life is easier for all those involved. We talked about what it takes to get the Bali kiss and keep it, but what are the symptoms? Symptom number 1, everything goes right. It's pretty self-explanatory. Oftentimes, our first week or 2 in Bali can be turbulent for some that are outsiders. But then, for those that receive the Bali kiss, all of a sudden, things are right, and it's so much easier waking up in the morning. Number 2, total peace. You can think about having peace anywhere in the world. You can find peace wherever you are. But there is a sense of Bali peace that is unexplainable. You could be doing something or nothing and still feel happy to be in your own skin. Bali teaches you how to love yourself. Being at total peace means being happy and content in your own skin. Bali is wonderful for helping loving yourself, raw, unedited, uncut, and unfiltered. It also helps you change what you don't like. 3, my favorite one, synchronicities. It's not fun comparing. However, the only comparison I can make are the synchronicities you have when you move to Hollywood or the Los Angeles area. In Bali, you have a chain of events of synchronicities after you receive your Bali smooch, and this comes in the form of meeting people, opportunities, or literally quite bumping into somebody and they end up being someone who is life-changing. This can happen anywhere in the world. However, there's a certain synchronicity that LA has that is part of what makes that city so magic. And Bali has very much of the similar outline of that magical synchronicity. Once the area acknowledges you. And finally, You are very focused after your Bali kiss, especially for digital nomads. We come here a little lost or really being prepared to dive in and commit to our work. And once you receive your Bali kiss, you feel a sense of purpose and focus. So even when you're relaxed, it still drives you, that focus, that Bali kiss focus, still drives you to the original goal. So those are my symptoms and tips about the Bali kiss. If you have experience on what this is, please let me know in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and let me know what you would find as a Bali kiss gift. Take care. Bye bye. Hello. As a traveling psychic, I love giving advice and insight to clients that seek my help. I do not believe in fortune telling because that indicates that there is only one destiny. There's only one door available for you to open. As a spiritual advisor, it is my responsibility to see all of the options that you have available, giving you insight into the many paths you may take will give you a choice and empower your decisions for a better tomorrow. If you're not into psychic readings or tarot readings, I can also do remote chakra assessments. Chakras are the seven main points along our body in which we transmute as well as absorb energy. When our chakras are more free flowing and clear, we can enhance our quality of life. That and so much more with spiritual advisory. Please text me on my WhatsApp +62 822 6635 6986, or simply look at the screen or click the link in the description on this video. Take care and blessed be your will. Bye bye.